Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing another layout for 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Claudia Henderson, and I'm going to pop up her layout right here, and I'm going to use an older Amy Tangerine collection from American Crafts. This was a fall collection or a fall-ish collection. I don't have very much of it left with the exception of these foam stickers that are title pieces and papers. But I feel like they match these photos of my sons jumping in Croc shoes. I will explain a little bit more about the photos as I go more into detail of creating the layout. But right now I'm going to show you the items I plan on using. These are from Shadnee's Etsy shop, and I'll have her link down below, and they are Croc shoes. So if your kids like Crocs, then definitely go pick these up because they're really cool. I'm going to paint them and put them on the layout, and the little bats were also from her shop, and those are acrylic. I'm going to add those on the layout just because this is around Halloween time because we're at a pumpkin patch. And here I'm just showing you some of the foam title pieces that I have left. None of the title pieces really work for the layout I'm creating today, but I do kind of forget about these and put them to the side. I end up adding them before I take my final photos. So you'll see the two little pieces that I added are four pieces technically. I added two of the hearts and two leaves, and pretty much that's it for embellishments besides the wood veneer crocs and the acrylic bats and sequins. So here's the papers I'm showing you. I have a scrap of that maroonish red color, and then this stripe paper is actually the same paper, and I'm going to use both sides of it to create the stripes that you saw, that you saw in the sketch. She has stripes on the left and right side. So what I did is I used the first 12 by 12 paper as a whole piece. I added black cardstock since that made the colors pop. And my oldest son is wearing a black shirt in the photos. And then I'm going to line up the strips just like this on both sides. So first I'm just laying them down. It was a little hard to tell where the end was, even though I kind of go over the end because they're not cut straight. I cut them with my scissors and I can't cut straight. So I have to trim it off in the end and re-ink it back up, but very easy fix. I already did it, and now I'm going to get started on the right hand side. So I lined up the first one, and then I'm just putting each of these ones down, and they are cut exactly the same size, so they line up perfectly well. The smaller ones are 3/4 of an inch and the larger ones are an inch. So here I'm just showing you, I did ink up each one of those little strips before I placed them down. I'm just inking up the back side after I had to trim it off because, like I said, they weren't cut straight, so I did have to make them straight. And I cut the ends that are facing into the, uh, what are those, blue plus marks with deckled edge scissors. So each one of those is cut and then inked on the edges of them. And here, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Oh, I have white acrylic paint. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to splatter the colored lines, basically. I didn't want it really to go all over the layout. I just needed something on those colored lines because to me, they look a little bit too plain. I don't really use cardstock for that reason because I like pattern. I used to do all of my layouts in cardstock, so the fact that I use all pattern paper now is kind of crazy. But I really like pattern paper now because it's so much different than it was 25 years ago. So pattern paper is my best friend. So here I'm just painting the little crocs, and these were very easy to paint. I just painted them white instead of making them all different colors. Since I had the colorful stripes, I wanted the little crocs to really pop off the layout. So I just painted them white. And that was why I added the white acrylic paint splatters in the background also. And then I'll add in the black bats also. And in the sketch, she has the photos straight in the lines. I'm going to put the two top ones at the top. straight across from each other, and I did put a little thicker number on them from a Vicky Booten set that is number 1, 2, and 3. Because basically, my oldest son is teaching his little brother how to jump, and he was trying to get him to jump. They're bales of hay that are around the outside of the little croc pool that they're jumping into. And basically, this is a whole bunch of crocs that are cut up into pieces, and you just jump in. It's something I guess in Colorado you would play in because crocs originated from Colorado in Boulder. I'm not sure where they got the crocs from to do this, but it's a lot of crocs. Um, but they had so much fun jumping around in them, and as you can see, once again, my camera cut out. I did add all of the white Crocs, and I also added a burlap strip to the side that I got from Hobby Lobby. And that was on clearance, so I'm not sure if they sell a different one now, but it was by Paper Studio. So I did have to glue it down. You can see the wet glue if you look a little bit closer on the right-hand side, but magically it will dry clear. In the close-up photos, you'll see that it's completely dry. And that's what I used to attach down the burlap. I did put ATG first, and then I put glue over the ATG and just push the burlap into it, and it'll hopefully hold it in place long term. Uh, the letters had an O and a 0, and the 0 I liked better than the O. The O has like a curly Q on it. It almost looks like an upside down Q. So I didn't like that one. So I traded that one out where I'm putting Croc and then Jumpin. And then down at the bottom, before I finish off the video, I will add 2015, which is the year these photos were taken. So we're only 10 years late on documenting these photos, but go me. Um, I actually get almost the entire pumpkin patch trip documented by the end of October. So stay tuned. There'll be a few more photos of us jumping in Crocs because I couldn't help myself. I just kept taking photos of the boys playing together. And here I'm going to add some sequins from my stash. These are by Spiegelmom Scraps, of course. And these are older ones, but goodies. I love these for fall layouts because they're called Twigs and Twine, and they're like just a tan beige color of sequins. So I'm just going to add a few of those around, again playing in on the hay bales that are in the photos. And then I needed to add something else to the layout. I wasn't sure what else to add. It's kind of low on embellishments for me. But I really think the Crocs and the bats look really cute on the side. So it works. That's all that's going to go on the layout. Um, I'm just going to go around popping on the sequence, and I'm just putting a little dab of glue and then laying the sequence down. And I only put 2 sizes. I put a larger one and a smaller one, and that was all I put, but I put lots of them. So here I'm going to show it up and show it to you first, and then I will realize that I need to put the date down at the bottom. That just kind of balances it out a little bit more. It needed something at the bottom. I will add strip journaling right underneath Croc. There's room to add journaling there. So I will add journaling off camera later. But that's the end of the layout. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I totally enjoyed Claudia's design and her layout, and it was fun to play with these older photos in older collections. So here's a few close-ups, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!